What's going on YouTube? Coming in with another Let's Play video of me battling and beating the Elite Four and becoming the new Pokemon League champion. So this was the second trainer that I picked. It's basically the Water Gym, and when I faced them, I kind of like kicked myself in the ass because when you battling a Water Pokemon trainer, you always supposed to have some type of grass Pokemon in your group. But me, I couldn't find a good grass fighting type, so I, I would have had one if I would have used Heracross, but I have Pokemon X, and couldn't find out he's a exclusive Pokemon in Pokemon Y. So if any of y'all have a extra Heracross or can catch one, I would trade you. Um, so just leave your friend code or whatever in below, comment below if you do have an extra one, and we can exchange friend codes, add each other, and then make the trade. I brought in Dinobot again to start off because I did teach him Thunder. He learned a couple. I made him learn a couple different moves just because of this gym. Um, he learned Thunder. Thunder worked, but Clauncher for some reason is didn't go down that well. It didn't take him right out. I would have thought it would have taken him right out, but being that Dinobot is so much lower level than him and than all the other Pokemon in this trainer and that this trainer has, it its power really didn't. I guess his power level wasn't up to just knock him right out with a Thunder. I guess if I had a Pokemon, if I had left Poliwrath with Rain Dance and let him send out Poliwrath first or Death Charge out first, and let him do Rain Dance, and then send out my Dinobot, Thunder would have worked a lot much better. So I sent out Diggersby, which I named him Bucky O'Hara for one of my favorite rabbits or bunnies from the 80s and 90s. And I trained Diggersby up like from when I first caught him on the route from like when I first chose Froakie. Like Froakie, Nullaby, and Pancham was my first three Pokemon, and I all trained them all together. So they've been trading against types that they're weak against, and it became very strong. And there you go, you see my Pancham that I trained from day one. I named him Rodimus Prime from the G1 Transformers. If you watch the old Transformers or read the comic books, when Marvel was doing the comic books for Transformers, you would know who Rodimus Prime is, or Hot Rod, or whatever you want to call him. I call him Rodimus. So you see my Pangirl go out right there because Starmie was a little bit stronger than him. And see, if Starmie used the physical attack, he would have been hurt by Rocky Helmet. I gave my Rodimus Prime the Rocky Helmet because he's bulky, and most Pokemon that attack him are physical hitters, but sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So I sent in Death Charge to avenge his fallen Autobot. See, you gotta have fun when you playing Pokemon, man. And this is what I did. I wasn't gonna name my Pokemon at first, but I was like, forget it. I'm a retro type of dude or a nostalgia type of dude. I'm gonna go with nostalgic because retro is more for like hipsters and shit nowadays. But yeah, man, I'm a big lover of old cartoons. That's why I have two drawing channels. I have Sketching with Set 2, which are for newer cartoons mixed with a little bit of old, and then I have a second channel that's strictly all old cartoons. So you will see some old Transformers and new Transformers sketches on both channels. So right now I'm just trying to debate if I'm gonna switch out Depth Charge right here or keep him in. I think I kept him in, and Staryu. They say Staryu is not weak to fighting type, but I never had a problem with Starmie. I'll call him Starry. I meant Starmie before. Like I battled somebody that had a Starmie, and I just check him right out with a Sky Uppercut. So I sent in Toa to handle Starmie. So basically, right here, I'm probably either reviving somebody or I'm filling them up with a. So obviously, I didn't. I went for the attack move, my psychic move that I used. What made that attack so much weaker instead of taking him straight out was that he used light screen and he used it again. So I went for the water pledge. A lot of people don't like the water pledge. I kind of like it because it usually one hit KO people or kill one hit KO Pokemon. And I use the water shuriken. Some people don't like that move. Sometimes it's a hit and miss. Sometimes it works. So yeah, he drops a 4 star. This would like made this battle even longer than what it should have been. It should have been over in 3 minutes. But he kept dropping 4 stars, man. That's a little frustrating when you battle and you gotta learn how to not get game rage while you gaming. I'm pretty good at not having game rage. What I would do, and I have big hands and I have a 3DS XL, but still, I'll just put the game down for a while, put it in sleep mode, close the top, and then go back to the battle. I did not do this with it. I just went straight through because I was recording it. And he uses light screen again, which is a pain in the ass also. None of my Pokemon have defensive moves like that, like light screen or mat block or anything. And this dazzling gleam move was a pain in the ass too, because it took out some Pokemon. To be honest, I'm not sure if I remember correctly. I don't know if it took out Tor or not, but I think it did because I was stupid and not dropping a full restore. On for the water shuriken here, and this was the miss instead of the hit. So sometimes it hit for 2, sometimes it hit for 3, and sometimes it hit for 5. And yeah, it's a hit and miss with water shuriken. Um, Only thing I like about Greninja was that with his speed, he was a lot faster than a lot of Pokemon, so he went before a lot of Pokemon. So all Starmie used was light screen and dazzling gleam. That shit is annoying. I think he dropped another 4 restore before I knocked Starmie fully out. So like you see, this we got almost 9 minutes. And his battle was still going. So he dropped another 4 star. So that shit was annoying. And the more that water pledge hit, it started to get stronger. And I really trained my Greninja more than I trained a lot of my Pokemon. I didn't really rely on my Mega evolutions, to be honest. Like I have Mega Ampharos, Mega Gengar, Blaziken. I keep Grimlock in or Charizard in because I was a fan of Charizard, and he's one of my favorite fire starters next to Blaziken. I wish they had a Mega Typhlosion. That would have been awesome to have in this game, but or a Mega Emboar or a Fernet. At least let me get a Fernet in this game. You can't even get a Fernet or Emboar. It should have at least allowed you to catch all the Pokemon for all the regions. Or if they're going to release another game, as people were speculating, they're going to probably. Some of the people saying are they're going to release a Pokemon Z. Now, if they do, they should just put all the Pokemon for each region in there. But see, I finally take out the Starmie. It was a long battle between Greninja and Starmie, which was annoying. So he sends out Barbicle, and this is when I got frustrated because Barbicle, when I battled him before, it was just a random trainer that had one. I took him straight out, and then it was like, when you get to the Elite Four, for some reason he's very strong. Even though do have his type advantage, but I think right here I'm either choosing to either drop before restore or to switch out. If I'm not mistaken, I think I switched out. Well, yeah, I used the full. No, I didn't switch out. I used the full restore. As I said, this was recorded. I play without the sound, and so basically I don't do loud commentary. So this is recorded commentary over top of the video. So I don't really remember exactly what I did. Maybe I should have just watched this video before I did the commentary, but it is what it is. I'm doing it. So he takes out my Greninja. A Greninja that holds my amulet coin. And you know that amulet coin doubles your prize money. I did not drop the prize money of old power. I forgot to, so what are you gonna do? So I sent in Death Charge. And his cross chop was annoying too because all he kept doing was cross chop this, cross chop that. And for some reason, he's faster than my Poliwrath. My Poliwrath is pretty fast. I trained my Poliwrath to be really fast. And I used Ice Beam. Ice Beam wasn't too effective on Barnacle. This is where you need a grass type. You should have some type of grass type, like a Pinsir or some strong grass type that you can use that you trained up. Somebody said I should have used Floretta, but I'm not. I don't really like that. I'm not really into the fairy types. I could have brought in my legendary, but that would have been cheating. So I just left him out. So my Death Charge finally takes him out. Death Charge strikes again. Death Charge come in and the clutch, which basically Death Charge in the Beast Wars cartoon did too. He came in the clutch. So I have another Poliwhirl that I'm training. I didn't evolve him yet into Poliwrath. I named him. I think I named him Diver, which was another Beast War character in the comic books. I should have named him Wheeljack. But hey, I have another Panguru that I named Ironhide because Ironhide was basically like my HM user. And Ironhide was basically the gun of the Transformers. Like he had all the type of weapons. He was a weapon specialist. So I dropped the full restore on my Death Charge. And Gyarados uses Earthquake. And he kept using Earthquake. Earthquake is annoying, but it's good for horde battles, to be honest. So I don't understand how he avoided the dynamic punch. I just didn't get that. But dynamic punch is hit and miss with certain Pokemon. Only thing I like about it is because once you hit them, they sometimes become confused and sometimes they don't. But it's a good move for my Poliwrath to have. So he uses Dragon Dance, and he kept you use it a couple times. And I think I wound up switching out and sending out Grimlock. It was either Grimlock or Toa. I don't really remember. But so I'll go for the dynamic patch again. He avoided an attack. I already have 3 Pokemon that's need to be revived, and I just didn't do it. One tip: if you're gonna go battle the Pokemon League, if you did not get this game yet, it's a Pokemon Center right before you go into the Pokemon League. Stack up on revives, max potions or hyper potions, and full restores. because you're going to need them. They don't heal your Pokemon up in between battles. That would have been dope if they would have did that, but they don't. And if you lose, you go right back to the Pokemon Center. You got to start all over again, which is a pain in the ass. I know because my first try at the Pokemon League, I did lose, and it was because of Blaziken. Um, I don't even put the blame on Blaziken. I was unprepared. I thought I had enough restores. I was going in thinking I was badass, and my strategy didn't work. So I had to go back and re-strategize on the team. And the team, only two team in my edit was Dinobot. Because my team, I switched my team up a lot because before it was Greninja, Pangoro, um, Charizard, Blaziken, Tyrantrum, and Diggersby. So and I switched up. I got put Tyrantrum back in the Pokebox. And then I was using the new Firebird of the new Pidgey of Pokemon X and Y. I can't think of his name right now. So, Talonflame. I was using Talonflame a lot too. I use Talonflame basically for fly and his flame body ability to hatch eggs because I was going to try out some breeding real quick before I went back to the Pokemon League. So, and I've won a couple battles with Talonflame too. So Gyarados finally takes out my Death Charge, and I think I sent the. I think I sent the Grimlock. Grimlock was my next best bet. I think I even Mega Evolved him if I'm not mistaken. So we probably get to see Mega Evolution in this part. Sorry for the little cut there. Somehow my phone started recording in the middle of the battle. So Grimlock did get taken out by Gyarados, of course, because he was a fire type and Gyarados is water type. So I revived Toa and dropped a full restore on him while Grimlock, because Grimlock can take a hit. I trained it that way. So so Toad was sent in. He used Earthquake. He used Earthquake a lot, so I used my second move on him. And we finally take out Gyarados. So, thanks for watching. I'm tired when I'm recording this. I'm sorry if I sound a little drowsy, but hey. And stay tuned for the next video.